There is no one-handed backhand player in the top 10. Game evolved. The one-handed backhand requires much more preparation. Basically, lift the racket. Ooh, number one. Help with it. A bit really more this. The sword in my pocket line has to be from here and this place.
Hi everyone, my name is Milan from Serbia. I'm founder of TENFITMEN. I'm a professional tennis player and coach.
What's up guys? Welcome back to another TENFITMEN video. Today I'm going to talk about the one-handed backhand. So I'm going to mention the reasons why lately we've been seeing less of one-handed backhands on the Pro Tour. And actually I saw the statistics. It's the first time in history, I believe so, that this last rankings, there's no one-handed backhand player in the top 10. So I'm going to talk about the reasons for this, and also on top of that, I'm going to give you a couple of hopefully useful and good tips that will help you to improve your one-hander. So let's get into it. Just feels so beautiful. It's the most natural shot, right? But how is it that, as I said, there is no top 10 player at the moment with one-handed backhand? Well, my opinion, right? The game evolved. The players are much faster. The game is faster. Here's the one important thing about one-handed backhand, right? And that is you need a lot of time, right? Because you need to have this big swing, right? You need this big swing. That's one thing. So you need the time for this. But then the other important thing is you always have to hit this ball in front here. Today I was watching three players, the videos. I was observing, I was really interested in this. And I watched Tsitsipas, Thiem, and Shapovalov, all the current player, right? One of the best with one-handed backhands. And every single time the contact is in front. So this is a problem, right? Because the game is becoming faster. And it's harder and harder to keep that racket in front. Whereas when you play two-handed backhand, what happens? You have the other arm as a support, so if the ball is fast, you can be slightly late here, and you can still manage to control this ball. Just notice it. Watch next time, those videos from the side view, how the contact can be a little bit far behind, whereas one-handed is in front. So that's, in my opinion, the biggest reason. Nowadays, game evolved. The one-handed backhand requires much more preparation and the contact going way out in front. Now that being said, let's move to the second part where I'm going to give you a few tips for this amazing shot. I'm going to give you 5 important tips here. In my opinion, the crucial ones, each one is very important. Number 1, the first tip, assuming we have a correct grip. This video is not about grip, it's about more technical stuff during the swing, right? Boom, start with the swing here, boom, and using your non-dominant arm to basically lift the racket up. Notice all the top players, non-dominant arm, the elbow goes way up high, even above the shoulder height. Very important. So you've got to focus on this. We need this leverage. So, boom, number 1, right? Then you can do here. Number 2 will be the drop phase. And again, we're going to use the non-dominant arm here. The important part here is how the racket drops. It has to go in this way and face the back fence, or the opposite from the net. So of this, the number 2 tip is here, right? And the left arm, in my case, non-dominant arm, can help with that. So that, and then also how long it stays here until you're about to start this kind of uncoiling. You're going to keep this arm on the racket. So that's number 2. The drop face here, facing the back fence, and staying on the racket until you uncoil, because then you can control it the best. Number 3 is exactly that, the uncoiling. So it's very important how we set up. You got to have this left leg here, like it's the opening leg here, right? So once you find this, set up the support, and then you can have here, the drop. Now, to initiate the whole turn is with a kick here, right? And with this part, uncoiling, the back foot is kind of turning here, right? So, after this, boom, after the kick. The kick goes, and then I pull the racket, right? Like I pull off the sword from my pocket. Think about that. But I first need to unlock the kick, right? Ooh, yeah. Number 4 is the contact point. So crucial. Where is the contact point? I mentioned in the first part, so you have to find it in front of you. It has to be in front of his leg. The moment you are here, it's gonna be super hard. You won't be able. You might have to do like a slide because you have to go leading more with this front. That's the number 4 contact point. Remember that in front of you. Boom. Is the finish, position of the head, and also what happens with your body and the non-dominant arm. So as you get the contact point, this arm is staying here, your head is fixed at the contact, and you all the way open up, right? Try to stay as much as possible sideways. So you're here, bam, this one can either stay here, or it can also move back, but the head needs to stay still. Boom. Right. Let's do a quick recap. Number 1, bam, elbow, leverage. Number 2, the racket drop here between the back fence, and then this arm stays in the racket up to here. Number 3, uncoiling with the hip, right? And then pulling the racket there. Number 4, contact point way out in front. Number 5, after that, head stays still, this arm on the side, and you all the way extend. Yes, and you have this kind of eagle finish. So, put it all together. So good. Beautiful shot. I hope this was useful and it helped you in some way. If so, you know what to do. Smash that like button, share with your friends, and of course subscribe if you haven't so far. And also, I just want to apologize. I know there's a bit of noise, there's rain, and I know as you get the microphone, I will try for the next video. But I hope you can get the message and that you can work on your one-handed backhand and don't give up on it. Alright, let's keep this beautiful backhand in the game. So even though it's harder because the game is faster, I believe we can still have more top 10 players playing one-handed backhand. Think about Roger Federer. Additionally, you can add some comments below the comment section. Any suggestions are welcome. That's it. Enjoy your one-handed backhands. Hope this was fun. I enjoyed it. That's it. See you soon in the next video.